One of the most pivotal parts to my sales process is going through our company folder. Nothing too crazy, right? This is just a picture of one of the projects we did, our company logo, and then our services, right? Backside, just a little blurb about us. Our new ones that we're designing will just be our logo on the front, maybe a couple smaller pictures of projects that we've done. But then on the back, we're gonna have our core values because that's something that's really, really important to us, as you'll see as we go through our folder demo, all right? It's two-sided. I'm gonna set this down. So on the left side, this happens no matter what service we are offering, all right? We always do a free roof inspection, all right? So that's number one. Second, we have our customer discovery. If you want to learn like what the heck that's about, we've got another video. We'll put that link in the description here, but our customer discovery. This is just basically a questionnaire where we learn all about the customer and what they're after on this. Our next one is our referral program. We try and get referrals before we leave the house every single time. And we only put 3 lines there just so it's not super intimidating to people, all right? Like most people can come up with 3 pretty easy. They get rolling and then we, oh yeah, just keep adding them there and put them on the back if you need more space, all right? So a referral program sheet on that, we pay them, all right? They get 75 bucks if we set an appointment. They get extra 100 if the customer buys or if their referral buys. Next one here is our company credentials, and we're actually going to be redoing this, making it a little bit sexier, but basically it has our vision, our mission, and then our core values, all right? And our core values are we don't lie, we do what's right, and we give bigly. And that is what's going to end up on the back side of our folder, all right? That's actually going on all of our t-shirts, on all of our vehicles, all that stuff. We're plastering that everywhere because we want the community to know us as that company, all right? Next one is some nonprofits that we support, all right? So my wife and I believe heavily in fighting human trafficking, so we give to 3 different nonprofits that help do so, all right? Then we have our 3 promises sheet, and basically this just says, let's make sure everything we do, we get in writing, all right? Literally first promise, if we talked about something and agreed to it in writing, we promise it's going to happen. Second promise, if we talked about something and didn't agree to it in writing or didn't talk about it at all, we promise you it's not going to happen. Third promise, if we forget the first 2 promises, let's all agree to what's written on the work order, okay? That's it. Basically, let's make sure we get everything we talked about in writing to cover both of our butts. Next one is a completion certificate. This covers our butts and yours. Tells us we got the job done, you owe us money. Also, a spot that we can sign saying, yes, it's paid. Now I can't place a lien on your home, all right? Simple enough. Testimonial and photo release. Every single one of your customers should sign this. I literally hand this through to the customer right there. I need you to sign that because I've already taken photos of your home and I want to post some of them on social media, right? Of what they should be looking for if they're inspecting their own roofs or whatever else, all right? Easy enough. And last, but certainly not least, proof of insurance. All right, just provide this to every single one of your customers. Make sure you got that little workers' comp cert down there as well. Customers love to see that. So those, 10, 11, 12 pieces of paper go in every single one of our folders. And that goes on the left-hand side. Now on the right-hand side is service specific. So we do roofing, gutters, and windows. So this one here I put together a gutter folder. This gutter actually happens to have the least amount of paper that we give away with it, all right? So first one is just a quote sheet, right? This is where we draw out our sketch, all right? Simple enough on that one. And the next one is our value stack agreement, all right? So we have this in every single thing. We go over this on the front end, all right? So it doesn't come off as super salesy at the end. We go over it on the front end and then we review it on the back end when we're asking for the deal, all right? All the different colors, right? We live in Michigan and Michigan Aluminum is the top dog when it comes to supply house. Shout out to them, I guess. But all the different color options, what's available, what sizes, all that fun stuff, all right? So we can go through it right then with the customer. And last, but certainly not least, just some little ins and outs, different upgrades and sales that we can do, things we can offer to the client that most don't know about. The overarching consensus when we show up to a customer's house with that sales folder, when we hand them this, they're like, wow, nobody else gave me this. They just handed me a couple pieces of paper with some numbers on it. That was it. It's like, yeah, you know what? We're set apart. We want to look different, and we want you to have an actual experience with us. We don't ever want you to forget our company name. Our goal is that you always remember our company name and you continue to refer all your friends and family to us we'd rather pay you than pay Facebook or Google or anybody else. We'd rather pay our existing customers for leads rather than having to go out and pay some marketer ourselves, right? We'd rather pay you. And they're like, wow, yeah, okay, that's pretty cool. I can get behind that. And the rest is history. So hopefully you have a sales folder. If you don't, I strongly encourage you to get one because it's a real like wow factor. It's something so small and simple. I think these folders cost like $1 a piece, maybe $1.50. And then all the handouts, you might be $2.50 into each one, but the perceived value goes through the roof with the customer. They're like, wow, this company has got it together. This is somebody I would trust with my, X amount of thousands of dollars for this service, all right? So get yourself some folders so that you can win bigly, unlocking the ability to give bigly. We'll see y'all next time.